Hey everybody, welcome to One Flight Down, Basement Beer Tastings, and another Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. Today is a beer that comes from the back of someone else's beer fridge.
One, two, three.
All right, so today's beer comes to me courtesy of my friend Karl, who picked this up a number of months back when he was visiting Yorkton, Saskatchewan. And it's just been in the back of his beer fridge. We haven't had a chance to connect. And yeah, this is from the Back 40 Brewery, Yorkton, Saskatchewan. It is a peach cobbler beer. It is 4.9% alcohol. What else does it say here? Gives a little story about the brewery, which I'll get into in a minute. Peach Cobbler is a blend of Back 40 Brewery's handcrafted beer with pure peach juice. Flip, open, sip. There's a little diagram there. Flip, open, sip. I actually met the owners of this brewery a few years ago, 2018. Went down to Las Vegas and saw the first game between the Winnipeg Jets and Vegas Golden Knights that they played in Vegas. And after the game, I think it was like the next day, something like that, we went into, I think it was the Flamingo Hotel. They had a 5-cent beer special. I think that's for like a 1-hour window. You could get beer for 5 cents. And my group of 4 friends, we got 2 beers each and gave them $1. I don't know. I mean, it seemed like a good tip at the time. Percentage-wise, that's a very good tip. Maybe we gave them $2. I can't remember. But anyway, after having the 2 5-cent beers, we wanted more, but big lineup, right? We couldn't, it took a while to try and get more. But this table of people flagged us down. They're like, we have a table full of beer. Come help us with our beer. And it turned out it was people who owned the Back 40 Brewery. Super nice folks. I've been following them on social media for a while. So I'm really excited to try this because I do want to get out to Yorkton one day and try their beer. There's a little story about the brewery on the back, but I'll get to that in a sec. Let's crack this open. And that little shakluk goes out to Karl for getting this beer for me. Much appreciated, Karl. All right, let's get this into a glass, see what it looks like. All right, so the pretty hazy look to this. Very cloudy, deep yellow color. It's hard to say what I'm getting on the nose. Getting something. I wouldn't necessarily say it's peach, but it's fruity. So I guess it's the peach coming through. Yeah, it smells pretty good. It looks pretty tasty. Let's go in for a sip. Cheers, my friends. Okay, this isn't bad. It reminds me of a lot of a shandy. It's very, yeah, very, very light-bodied. And I do get like a fruitiness to it. I don't know if it's necessarily peach that I'm getting. I mean, clearly it is. It says it's made with pure peach juice. But yeah, I don't know if it's like I've had peach beers where the peach stands out a lot more than this. It's still pretty decent. It's quite refreshing. I'm just surprised that it's not more peachy. But not bad overall. So Karl's had this in his fridge for a while. I wonder if we've got a package date. It was packaged back in July 29th. Let's talk a bit about the brewery. Homesteaders were granted 160 acres. 40 of them were located on the back side of the farm, or the Back 40. This land was sometimes remote and hard to get to, So it became the place where good times were had. In 2016, the idea to make a great tasting beer and enjoy it in a place where people could relax and have a good time led to the creation of the Back 40 Brewery. Good times, great beer. So yeah, like I said, this is the first beer I've tried from them, but have been following them for a while, and it's decent. Like I said, I kind of wish it was a little more peachy than it is, but it is like a nice, like this feels like it would be a really nice, refreshing summer beer. Yeah, the peach is there. It's just not as strong as in some others. Reminds me a lot of a shandy. Pretty decent beer overall, though. All right, Karl, thank you so much for getting this beer to me, and thanks to the rest of you for dropping by the Terry Isle Basement Pub for Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. Now my favorite part of Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday is when we get to check out what next week's Back of the Beer Fridge beer is going to be. What's it going to be? Let's check this out. All right. This is another one that was gifted to me not too long ago and was actually in another friend's back at their beer fridge for a while. This comes to me from my friend Mitch. It's from the Barnhammer Brewing Company in Winnipeg. It's called Rice Krispie Boy. So we're going to check that one out next week. Looking forward to this. Big fan of Barnhammer's beers. I've had a lot of good beers from them, but I don't think I've ever had this. It's a rice lager, I'm assuming, so should be pretty light. And yeah, we'll check that out next week. All right, everyone. As I said, thanks again for dropping by the Terry Isle Basement Pub. See you all again real soon. Cheers.
Again, I'm tired and I need to go home.